The opening tip won by the Sixers, and we're underway here in Philadelphia. Simmons to Embiid. Rockets have the steal. Harden. To P.J. Tucker. No good. Simmons with it. He'll run the offense. To Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. Butler defended by Tucker. To Simmons. Oh, Capella up to block it. That'll be out of bounds. Simmons the last to touch. Houston with the basketball. Harden to P.J. Tucker. Screen coming.
Right.
Down low for Tucker. Off the assist.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Down 2. Tucker. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Simmons into the front court. Trailing by 4. And he'll go to the foul line.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. Harden in possession. Leads 3. In the front court comes Simmons. Looking to make something happen. Oh, emphatic slam.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
James Harden trying to cash in. And scores on the step back. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Butler to Embiid. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Short jumper won't go down. Harden into the front court. Up by 3. Beyond the arc for 3. James Harden, 2 for 2. That's what you want. Sometimes it looks like he's not locked in, but think otherwise.
Let's be honest. Sometimes he is not locked in when the ball isn't in his hands. But do you need James Harden to be locked in 100% of the time? No, you need him to be locked in 95% when he has the ball in his hands. That's when something spectacular is going to happen offensively for your team.
Harden to P.J. Tucker. To Harden. Here comes the screen. Harden. Turns and slams it down. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Simmons, a pass taken away by the Rockets. James Harden, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Butler can't connect.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Has a chance. The shot by Nene, no good.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Capella. To P.J. Tucker. It was right there. Deep three at the buzzer. Three at the buzzer is good. And a fitting close to this one. They're right back in it after 1 quarter of play. About to start the second quarter. Both teams very productive offensively at the outset.
You know why?
Why?
Because of the versatility. Because this is positionless basketball, which makes it beautiful to watch. Everybody can triple threat, dribble, drive, shoot the three, do things from long distance. It's a thing of beauty where this game is going.
Won't go. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul. But take it when you can get it.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Knight into the front court. Up 5. To P.J. Tucker. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
To McConnell. Screen coming. McConnell. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Rockets have the ball. Nene to Rivers. Probing the defense. To Gerald Green. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Gets an open look and hits. Defense played the percentages. The offense cashes in.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
Able to convert on both free throws. Rivers to bring it into the front court. Leads 5. Capella to Harden. Austin Rivers to Capella. Clint Capella. He's 2 for 2 now.
You know, Clint Capella was not expected to be this good of a player, but it's because of all the offseason work he's put in the gym with John Lucas, who's the head of player development for the Houston Rockets, that now he finished second only to Victor Oladipo as far as one of the most improved players in the league today.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Butler to Redick. That's no good. Tucker to Rivers. Here comes the screen.
Right.
The screen sets him up for two.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Butler to Redick. Takes stock of the floor. Butler to McConnell. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. It's Harden with the block. Shot clock violation. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Screen come.
Harden. Simmons with it. 9-point margin. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Now a steal by Philly. Cleans it up and a putback slam. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Harden to P.J. Tucker.
1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
James Harden fires for 2. James Harden. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one. Sixers control it. Can only imagine how frustrating that is to stop.
It's beyond an arduous task for the defender. I'm getting frustrated even talking about it. Let me tell you 2 reasons why. Number 1, he's been top 5 in the league since the 2012-13 season in free throws attempted per game. That's pretty impressive. Will make any defender hesitant. And number 2, whenever the league implements a rule about you called the Harden rule for his knack for drawing cheap fouls, that's going to make any defender have a difficult time guarding Mr. Harden.
That's blocked by Capella. Here comes the screen. Slam dunk. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's good. And it gets them closer as we reach the end of the first half. That'll do it for the first half with the Rockets in front.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Rockets entered halftime with a solid lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. Have a look at the leading scores for the Houston Rockets. The 76ers would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Field goals.
Here's a team that might just be one or two adjustments away from what's needed to turn things around. They still have time to make up for a lackluster first half.
Player of the half.
James Harden has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Harden with it up top. His team on top by 8. To P.J. Tucker. To Harden. Embiid says not this time. That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. The rebound belongs to the 76ers. Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons to Butler. 4-3. That's off the side of the ring. Short. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Harden to P.J. Tucker. To Harden. It's blocked by Chandler.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Clint Capella. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in three-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a two-point shot relevant these days.
A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. Tucker, tough matchup against Butler. To Capella. Short jumper misses. Butler. Harden with the rebound. To P.J. Tucker. Blocked by Embiid. That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. Harden. And knocks it down. And, Jay, the system produces once again.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Simmons to Butler. To Simmons. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Butler can't get the bounce. Gordon with it. The advantage is 13 points. Nice pass to set things up.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Simmons with it. Looking to make something happen. Knocked loose. Simmons. To Embiid. Butler. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Rockets in control of the basketball. To Harden. Fires the three. Second effort. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Butler against Tucker. Here comes the screen. Butler. A pass taken away by the Rockets. To Capella. Goes to the left side. Harden. Offensive rebound. Clint Capella. He's now 5 for 6.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Here's Harden with the rock. To Capella. Probing the defense. To Harden. Oh, he had it.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Jimmy Butler, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 83% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's Rockets ball. To Rivers. Over to the right side. The drive. Right to the basket. Down the lane to lay it in.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was.
Knight into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Rivers. Trying to cash in. Rivers shot there won't go. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. They'll let one fly from half court. Third quarter comes to an end. The Rockets way out in front. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Sixers have the basketball. McConnell. Rockets come up with it.
I'm looking at the bench right now, and the coach is saying, keep pushing it, keep going.
Austin Rivers lays it in.
And you best believe that every one of those that goes in fills the confidence meter.
Butler to bring it up. His guys down big. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Rivers. From the outside, no good. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there is a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Capella down low. Oh, ferocious slam inside. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Simmons to Embiid. Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
Gordon with it. His guys holding the big lead. To Harden. And the reward, he's going to the line.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team, because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose, but really good habits to gain.
So he hits the first, misses the second. Gets a shot up, off the mark. Screen coming, nothing going here on that drive. To Embiid, rises for the slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Now it's Harden at the controls. Here's a chance from long range, off the mark. Here's Simmons with it up top. Down a bundle to Butler. Count the basket.
The assist from number 25, Ben Simmons.
Harden in possession. He'll run the offense. To P.J. Tucker. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To P.J. Tucker. Oh, nice find for the basket.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Shot from the lane won't go. Oh, you can sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Harden.
Got him. Good track, good track.
Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in and down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Simmons. Oh, Capella up to block it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Simmons to Embiid. Throws it down. Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Number 8, James Ennis.
To P.J. Tucker. Austin Rivers. To Capella. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down?
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
And a throwdown.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Fires the three.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Oops, he missed the first one. Second and 3 is good. To P.J. Tucker. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. And the finish. Slam dunk.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Simmons, that out of his range and no good. Tucker to Rivers. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Ooh, he'll take that.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Butler. And he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
A simple touch foul.
That's his first personal foul. The 76ers are now in the penalty.
It's the Rockets who are victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets were solid in today's victory. They did plenty of great things, but we all know what's going to be remembered are the dunks. And you know what? I'm going to remember nothing but the dunks as well. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Houston Rockets. The 76ers put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
The Houston Rockets kept going on bombing runs, finishing with a significant number of three-point baskets. Offensively, it allowed them to stay confident and ultimately got them a well-deserved win.
Player of the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive, but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.